Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
The Saturday morning radio extravaganza. I am Bo Snerdley, James Golden. And with me, as we begin, our number duo is the voice of her generation. Red Apple Audio Network star reporterette, our very own Lizzie Rattoballi. Good morning, Lizzie.
Good morning, Bo. Good morning, Bo. I'm jealous of you in Florida right now. I wish I had some of those warm temperatures.
Yeah, well, life is good, Lizzie. It's cold down here too.
Yeah.
It actually went to 60 degrees one day. It's like, man, it was freezing.
Gosh. Do you think meteorologists make small talk about the weather, or do they get like too into it? It's something I've been thinking about, because I've been talking to everyone about the weather, and I'm like, I wonder what do meteorologists just like make small talk about, highs are this today.
I don't know. Lizzie, I talked, you sent me some stories. I talked during the week about the and it was cast as a brazen attempt to break Luigi Mangione out of jail. The guy shows up. He's from Minnesota.
Of all places, man.
From Minnesota. He shows up in New York, goes to the detention center, says, I've got a judge order here to release Luigi Mangione. I'm from the FBI.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, really? Let's see your credentials." And he throws a stack of paper at them. It's just so bizarre.
Including his Minnesota driver's license. And then he says, I'm armed. Okay.
With what? A pizza cutter.
He has a pizza cutter and a barbecue fork in his bag.
That is really confusing to me. The barbecue fork, I mean, it's very sinister looking, like for a fork. I mean, it's like the two sharp prongs, but I have no idea. Even if he worked at a pizza shop. That's what all the reporting is saying. That makes sense for the pizza cutter. The fork, the barbecue fork, is really just grinding, really just...
It was supposed to intimidate them.
Okay.
I have a barbecue fork. I'm going to poke you with it. Minnesota. Lizzie, this one interests me the heck out of me. You say film students, or you don't say, but the Hollywood Reporter reports that film students are now having trouble sitting through movies, according to their professors.
Yeah, no, this is a problem that a lot of people, a lot of film nerds are really, banging their heads against the wall, because a lot of the complaint from the general public when it comes to movies and film is that, it's just too long. Movies are too long. Films are too long. And, to that point, I'm going to go ahead on the record and say I disagree. Pretty much every movie that someone has complained about being like too long, I've watched it and I've been like, okay, I could have sat through another hour in that world. They could have tacked on another 45 minutes and I would have been fine with it. But long films, that seems to be like the bane of audiences across the country. And not just audiences, but the people who really like the films in the audience, the people who go to pursue that for higher education, film students. They're saying that they're not even finishing the films that they're assigned to watch. Now, if you were a student, the best case scenario for a homework assignment is to watch a movie. I mean, well, best case scenario is no homework, of course, but right after that, the assignment is to watch a movie. Oh my gosh. That is my personal heaven. I'm giving myself homework right now with movie watching, because I think I mentioned before, I'm doing this thing called the Oscars Death Race, which you basically watch every single movie that's nominated for an Oscars, from the shorts, documentaries, the international features, all of that I'm watching. I have an Excel sheet. I have self-imposed deadlines. So when it comes to watching movies, I treat it as, an art form in and of itself. So it really breaks my heart as a movie lover and a movie watcher that people are just not even film students themselves are not sitting down and watching these films. A lot of them
Can I offer you another point of view on that, Lizzie?
Yeah.
And it's something that I've noticed about myself lately. I skip through dialogue now. and I never used to do this earlier. You watch what's in front of you and you do it. After now being conditioned, I think, with all of the shorts that are out here, whether it's the film reels, it's like there's a get to the point mentality that I think is developing. Yeah. What's the point? And so once you get the point of a certain piece of dialogue, you're ready to move on to the next point, because there are so many media choices, there's so much going on, and your time is still finite.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's like, get to the point.
Yeah, well, my problem is that I find that people who complain about movie lengths, in my personal life, in my personal circle, they're all also binge watchers, extreme binge watchers. They'll sit down and watch 10 hours of a TV show in one sitting, but they can't sit for 2.5 hours to watch a movie, one of the greatest movies of all time. They won't sit down and watch because, it's too long. You just watch 10 episodes of an hour-long show in succession. I'm not buying this, the short attention span. I think that there is, there is something to that when it comes to, actually finding the time to sit down. A lot of people, would rather just sit at home and scroll on their phone. But if you're in the theaters already, why are you getting distracted? Why are you whipping out your phone in the theaters? That just, oh my gosh, I see
things
red.
Are changing, Lizzie. I'm telling you, things are changing. And it is attention spans on media products are changing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's heartbreaking as someone who's, trying to navigate this media space as a professional.
Or not. Yeah. To me, it presents new opportunities.
Yeah, no, that's true too. That's true as well. I mean, it's just, new opportunities. There's still a struggle in, breaking through and finding your own path. I mean, carving your own path is not an easy feat, in any, professional or, career path.
Now, in South Korea, there are upper age limits for clubs. What the hell is that about? And now you're saying Japan is following suit. What does that mean, upper age limits?
Yeah, so I don't want to make sweeping generalizations here, but my understanding when it comes to, East Asian countries is that there was a special revere for the elderly. It was a whole respect your elders. I thought that was the custom over there. And it seems that it's actually not the club custom. When it comes to the clubs and the pubs, if you're under the age of 40, you got to find somewhere else to go. Now, a lot of people are saying this is discrimination, but notably, this is happening now in Japan as well. A popular pub in Tokyo has banned customers that are over the age of 40, and it's actually part of a chain. You can still go if you're over the age of 40. You just have to have someone in your party that is 39 years or younger. And of course, pub owners and friends, business family members, those people are all exempt from this new rule, but it's not technically, legally enforceable. So if you are over 40 years old and find yourself in Tokyo and you want to go to this bar and it says, you got to be under the age of 40, you can still go into the bar. There is notably also in Japan no age discrimination laws. Here in the States, we do have part of federal protections are for age. It was part of an employment act that was passed back in the 60s. So age has been a protected category in the States since the 1960s. Doesn't seem that they've caught up in the Eastern Asian countries of South Korea and Japan. But it also really speaks to this idea of hostile architecture. That's this idea when you make something hostile towards a targeted population. A lot of people reference that when it comes to homelessness in cityscapes, but it's also true when it comes to younger spaces being very hostile towards their older, potential older customer base. What I think of stores like Hollister or Abercrombie, where my number one memory growing up was my grandma always complaining about how she had to go Christmas shopping in one of those stores for me, and she couldn't stand how dark it was. She couldn't see anything. The music was so loud. It smells so bad in there. The perfume was so strong. That's something I heard every single Christmas time when I just wanted a pair of sweatpants. So older customers, we'll see if there's going to be any legal action on behalf.
Why? Nobody can. Do you think that really older people want to actually hang around these kids?
Well, yeah,
they don't.
That's the argument from the bar. Is they're saying, we've heard a lot of complaints.
They don't want to hang around these little kids.
Yeah, I don't think though it's good for overall social cohesion. I do think that
I think it's great. Because now the older people can have their clubs and just say, we don't want any of these noisy, spoiled brat kids ruining our fun with all their loud noise and their stinky perfumes and their whatever. And it's too dark. It's too dark in there. And we want some light so we can actually read the menus and whatever. And we don't need these kids in here trying to snuggle up to each other, did not have any manners.
Leave some space
Get
for
off
Jesus.
my grass. Lizzie, really quickly, Lizzie, I got to ask you a question. We can pick this up because time is short. Yes. I sent you some stories about Pinterest getting ready to lose people because of AI. Oh. Tesla is getting ready to stop making production of some of the vehicles and instead humanoid robots. This, Lizzie, interests me. You've talked about the robotics and everything else, and so maybe not today, but I hear everything that you say about the dangers of robotics, but I also think that we're getting ready to see things change in the world, and there may be a lot of benefits from these robotics. Let me give you a real quick example. You have now robotic surgery that is even more precision-oriented in certain procedures than humans doing it. You have the idea that with robots, if there truly are, as robotics develop, I'm wondering what the benefits to society are going to be. And I think that there might be a lot that we're not considering. You have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, well, so with the Optimus robot in particular, that's Elon's model, I do think that we are, decades, if not generations, away from mass consumption of these robots. He says that they're ready for mass production, but as far as, seeing these robots in households, I don't think that we're going to see that for at least like 2 or 3 generations to come. Yeah, so I
got news for you. If you look at the growth of technology and the way that it grows, everything is happening sooner than you could expect. It is growing exponentially. You say 2 or 3 generations, I'll say to you 2 or 3 years.
Well, let's see. Set your calendars.
Yeah, or a decade, or within a decade.
Yeah, no, that I could.
It's always the affordability issue. Who can afford them? The more they're adopted, the lower the price is going to be. The lower the price it starts to become, the more people will adopt them. I think this is going to happen a lot sooner than we might be anticipating.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I would like to see.
And by the way, my nephew TJ just told me these robotics are only $20,000. Now you look at what people are paying for stuff. To me, would I put $20,000 into a robot right now? No. But there are a lot of people who you say $20,000 for a robot. Oh, sure, here, I'll take one.
Yeah, free childcare. Uh-oh.
As you just said, uh-oh.
Not trying to put any ideas into.
Bye-bye, Miss Rachel. We've got a Miss Rachel robot. Judy from the Jets. Remember Judy Jet? No, what was the robot's name?
Oh,
in the Jetsons? I don't even
actually
remember.
don't know. Did it have a
What
name?
was the robot's name in the Jetsons? Yeah. Because that was Rosie. Rosie the robot.
Yeah, I'd like to see some benefits from these robots. I feel like
I think there are going to be a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the benefits will ultimately outweigh the dangers.
Oof.
But Lizzie, I do think that there are going to be tremendous benefits toward robotics.
Yeah, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping.
The James Golding Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.